What's going on, guys? Trey back again here to bring you another video. Happy Saturday. This video is going to be discussing an idea a lot of people have thrown my way through comments and stuff, and I do pay attention. So the topic of this video is going to be The Walking Dead. Is Rick immune? So is he immune to becoming a walker, becoming a zombie? Um, the answer, in short, from my perspective, is not only is he not immune, but I think he will eventually become a walker at some point. And I think we'll get to see it eventually when he does. Maybe not in the television series, but definitely in the comic book. And if the television series doesn't get canceled because of, network issues and issues the network is having, like it has had in the past, the last, like even the first two seasons. The first season was fine. Second season, we started getting trouble with the network, budgeting, director fired, a couple guys, one actor wanting to leave, Dale's actor. So, as long as nothing like too bad happens with the show, I think we eventually will get to see Rick as a walker, as a zombie. Now, to focus more on the whole idea of him being immune, here's the thing about that really makes that to me not make sense, is that because in this world, okay, in the Walking Dead world, the people are more dangerous than the zombies, than the walkers. The walkers are dangerous, but the people in that world are much more dangerous because, unlike most zombie horror movies, this this story takes place not like 28 days later. It takes place probably at this point about a year to 2 years after this has all happened. So after the zombie apocalypse has happened, in the comic book, let's say 2 or 3 years after that. In the television series, at least a year after that, pretty much. We can assume, I'd say, that's where we're at. And the people that have lived through up to this point are, not the nicest kind of people. They are, they'll do what they need to do to survive. So they are much more dangerous than the zombies themselves. The other reason why I don't like this idea is because it treats Rick as if he's got the chosen one treatment. Like he's the chosen one. He's supernatural. He's like with comic books, he's like your superhero of the zombie world because he can't turn into a zombie. Well, and even, to go further on that, even if he can't be turned into a zombie and he is immune, that doesn't mean he can't bleed out. That doesn't mean he's like, superhuman, like he's Superman in The Walking Dead. If, like, for example, Otis, even if Otis was immune, you saw in episode 3, season 2, say the last one where Shane shoots him in the leg. Would it matter? I mean, there were so many zombies that came after him and got him that there was probably nothing left. Like, was he a walker after that? I mean, I think we can assume that he was basically devoured to the point where there was nothing left. And that's all there is to it. So, to me personally, it would do a couple things to the show that I don't think make sense. Number one, it would make Rick the chosen one, which I don't believe he is. He's not invincible. He's not invulnerable. He's not the chosen one. He can be shot. He can be hurt. People are more dangerous than the zombies, so also I don't think that Rick is immune. And also, Dr. Jenner probably would have told him something about that, or we would have heard something about that by now, that he's the only one who can't be infected, or something like that. I just don't think story-wise it would make sense. And The Walking Dead, basically, the whole idea is, the premise is that this is a zombie apocalypse world, okay, so you have to make that, you got to use your imagination to get to that point. But past that, it's realistic. It's realistic past that point. Okay, if you can use your imagination, and yes, adults can use their imagination too. There's nothing childish about using your imagination. That's part of creativity and part of what's important. The thing is that we in society, with our jobs and with school, have become such programmable robots. People forget that we can actually use creative thinking and logic to come up with other ideas for things to do. And anyway, I'm going to go on a big rant about that. But yeah, we can imagine things. So you go up to that point, you imagine that this is the world they're living in. Past that, past the zombie apocalypse, imagining that part, the rest of it is realistic. The rest of it is just how it probably would be in that world. So there's no superheroes. There's no Superman going around cleaning up, killing all the zombies. There's no, just none of that. There's no Green Lantern. There's no X-Men. None of that stuff, basically. It's just, realistic past that point. And that's why Rick also is not immune, is not invulnerable. He has no, he's just a man that is driven and has hope and believes that he can, help these people that are with him in his group up to a point where, maybe later on he may lose hope. But he, has a strong desire to survive and to live and to protect his son, wife and newborn on the way. So those are my thoughts on, is Rick immune to the virus? Basically, that's my logic behind why I don't think Rick should get the chosen one treatment. Um, it just shouldn't happen in a story that's supposed to be realistic after that point that you have to get to using your imagination. So that's that. That's my explanation for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any other suggestions, let me know. Write them down, thumb them up, send them to me through a message, and I will do them. Later, guys. Cheers.